A great-grandmother says she's fearful after being burgled 5 times in the last 18 months.
Lucy Fredericks has had to improve security at her property so much she says she now feels like a prisoner. David Chisnell reports.
For 63 years, this has been Lucy Fredericks' family home. But in the last few months, the 88-year-old says it's become more like a prison. After being burgled 5 times in 18 months, she's now had to put extra locks on her windows and doors, security lights in the garden, and even bolt down her garden furniture.
I feel like a prisoner in my own house. I hope this has stopped them from coming to our house. Why are they picking on me?
Thieves first struck when they stole chairs and a table from the patio. Since then, the property has been broken into on 4 more occasions. The most recent and upsetting for Lucy came last Thursday, when they broke into the house while she was upstairs asleep and stole a plasma television.
I could take all my stuff out of the house, couldn't I? And what if I happened to get up and come down to see if there was any noise? What would they do to me?
The great-grandmother lives in Worcester with her 65-year-old son George, but whenever he leaves the house, she has to bolt the door.
I worry about my mother because she's 88 years old, and you know, it ain't just the actual catching her or them seeing her, it's the effect it has on her mentally. You know, because I was always worried now that there's somebody could break in the house any time. Whenever I go out and is on their own, you know, that ain't doing her a lot of good at 88 years old.
The police are investigating the burglaries, but so far no one has been caught.
We've paid many visits to Mrs Fredericks, and my office continue to do that, just for reassurance, but also to provide her all the advice that we can and to help her to feel more secure in her own home. But it's not acceptable, this sort of crime, and as I say, we really need people's help as well to help us to catch these people.
Lucy and her family hope the precautions they've taken will help to keep the thieves away, so they can live in peace. David Chisnell in Worcester for Central Tonight.
Worrying for older folk. Now, here are some precautions you can take to lower your risk of being a victim of burglary. Make sure that you take care of all your car keys and door keys, and make sure they're in a safe place out of sight.
Doors and windows should be locked at all times. And if you have a shed, you can fit the windows with a grill or mesh.
Any of your large tools and equipment should be chained together to make it more difficult for a thief to carry them away. And you can protect your windows and perimeters by putting in defensible planting. That's something really prickly. And if you are ever worried about an intruder, you can call Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111.